Hi, everyone. Let's talk about something real for a moment. Let's talk about taking ownership. What does that look like in your life? Well, for me, it was understanding that I really needed to turn the mirror around. I need to see what habits, what things I was doing that was unintentionally welcoming some of the negativity that had come into my life. In my first version of Reclaim Your Life, in my book, I talk about taking ownership in the first chapter, which is mindset. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I wrote in there. The first thing I had to do was understand what taking ownership meant to me. What does this mean? Once we take ownership of our lives, this is what I've learned. I ended up getting my power back. I ended up understanding that, okay, there are things, I'm a very flawed individual, right? There are things that I need to work on, but we tend to overshadow that with our titles, with our to-do lists, and all the things. And so we're actually ignoring some of those things that we really, really need to be tapping into. So we need to stop waiting on people, situations, and timing. There is never a perfect time to start working on yourself. There's never a perfect time to start a business. There's never a perfect time to start helping yourself in the health and wellness area. There's never a perfect time to go to the gym. There's never a perfect time to go grocery shopping and track your foods. There's never going to be a perfect time. So what we have to start doing is ask ourselves, where do I begin? So I want you to pick one area that you want to begin with, because you're not going to be able to focus on all of them. So what is your priority right now? Is it building a business? Well, let me challenge you to think about this. Are you in the best possible health that you can be in right now? The reason I ask that is because starting a business can be stressful. So if we're not mentally, spiritually, and physically prepared for that, we are going to crash and burn. And I will tell you from personal experience, even when I thought that I was mentally, spiritually, and physically aware and ready, I still wasn't. I still had a long way to go to tap into my brain. There's a thing called neuroplasticity, and it's basically the ability of the brain to change over time if we choose to do the work. So today I want to ask you, are you going to choose to do the work, or are you going to sit on the sidelines and watch everybody else do the work? I want to challenge you today to begin. I want you to turn the mirror around. I want you to go walk in your bathroom and look in the mirror and look at yourself and just say, what is one thing, what is one area that I am not fulfilled in? One area. And then I want you to commit to taking one step to help yourself in that area. This is how we become the CEO of our lives. This is how we take control. This is how we take ownership, you guys. Research shows, and this comes straight from my book, research shows that people who come from a broken home or had a parent leave at one point in their life, especially if both occurred, they tend to constantly seek approval from the outside world. That was one of the things that I really had to look at. External validation. I no longer seek external validation because I now know I am validated through the one and only God. He has already validated me. So I don't have to worry about who else looks at my flaws. I don't have to worry about who else is judging me. I don't have to worry about what titles I have, or what education I have, or making myself seem important to everyone else around me. I don't have to do that. And I'll tell you, once I accepted that fully, it was so freeing, you guys. So I just want you to feel the same way. So think about that. What happens when our situations around us become toxic? Are we able to realize this quickly, or are we so consumed in trying to please everyone else around us and gain acceptance that we are blinded by the reality of what is happening. I hope you'll get a copy of this, and I hope you'll get one for your friend. I am doing the 2-for-1 special again. I'm offloading these copies as much as possible. They are signed, so if you are getting one for your friend, make sure you email me, message me, whatever you need to do. Let me know your friend's name so I can sign it and individualize it for that person as well. I hope that you will take advantage of this. Version 2 is coming. It's been a long time coming, and it's funny because when we talk about timing, I thought that I would have version 2 written last year. But you know what? God's timing and our timing is not the same thing. He needed me to go through some more things before I could come into this version fully as it needs to be. So go ahead and pick up the first version of Reclaim Your Life. I am rebranding it, but it's going to take a little bit. This one right here is enough for you to get started on your journey, I promise you. And I do have the course as well, and I do have group and individual coaching, so I hope you will take advantage. And if you are someone who desires to build your own ecosystem, which is what I am calling, it's no longer just a community, you guys, it's a full-blown ecosystem, all in one. I don't have to use 50 million different platforms anymore. I'm so grateful for Convene Communities. If you would like to be one of our founders as we roll out a new version, I hope you will connect with me. Let me help you build your ecosystem, or at least let's get on a strategy call and let's see how you can start today. Have a blessed day.